Mr. Speaker, thank you for this opportunity. I just quickly wanted to comment about the statement by the Senator for Kitui, Senator Wambua, on the issue of Kibwezi Road, and particularly I'd wished him the courage to have actually brought a statement on a comprehensive understanding for the Senate to understand the issue of the road bond. Because, Mr. Speaker, this road bond that has been taken of 175 billion. Mr. Speaker, we loosely hear about the fact that about 39 billion of that is supposed to go to the project-affected persons that are part of the statement that Wambua has talked about. But the biggest concern, Mr. Speaker, is how is this road bond, which is part of RMLF, helping county roads as well? Because, Mr. Speaker, while we have national roads that are affected by lack of capitation to be able to make them be completed, for which this 179 billion was taken, to the extent that there are a number of contractors that are being taken back to deal with the national roads. There are also pending bills, Mr. Speaker, in counties of contractors who are doing county roads that are supposed to be financed under RMLF. So we are seeing a second tier of confrontation between county governments or devolution family, Mr. Speaker, and the national government on the issue of RMLF. We don't get the 18% that is originally supposed to be money for maintenance or routine maintenance, Mr. Speaker, but at the same time, where we are supposed to benefit by ensuring that there are contractors who have gone back into the county roads, they cannot be financed from county small physical space. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish that the committee in charge, which will be my committee actually, I wish ourselves the courage, Mr. Speaker, to go deeper and be able to actually look at the comprehensive agreements under this road bond and make sure that it also includes counties. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Joe Newton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That we have also had killings, especially in North Rift. That we have also had killings, especially in North Rift, where we even lost a Catholic priest to this kind of criminals, Mr. Speaker. And we must also see to it or persuade the CS for Interior that we must also disarm criminals, that firearms especially should not be in the wrong hands, Mr. Speaker. And I believe that the CS for Interior can do better than threatening Rigathi Gachagua with arrest while Kenyans continue being killed with Abaddon in our counties, Mr. Speaker. And so we must ask the CS for Interior to be serious and to do things that matter and not to actually get bothered with politics and who says what, but actually get to the ground and have the criminals arrested, disarmed, and necessary action taken, Mr. Speaker, because this is very serious. So, Mr. Speaker, every Kenyan has a right to live anywhere in this country and to engage in any form of economic activity as long as it is not illegal. And so, Mr. Speaker, we must also protect our pastoralists, Mr. Speaker, and those that do other forms of farming in order for them to be safe in their country. And Mr. Speaker, if you allow me, I also want to comment on the statement by Senator Mofaya on the welfare of the boy child, Mr. Speaker, who has been neglected for ages, especially since 1985, when we had that, I do not want to call it infamous, Beijing conference in 1985, where we have been empowering the girl child at the expense of the boy child, Mr. Speaker. So that you even see some laws that discriminate against boys, Mr. Speaker, where, for example, an 18-year-old boy, if he's found to have engaged in a sexual affair with a girl who is 17 years old, he is considered to have done what we can call child abuse or defilement, and they are jailed. Well, these are actually age mates, Mr. Speaker. So we must speak out for the boy child who has been neglected and socialized also, not to speak about his problems.
Senator Beatrice Akinyi.
Honorable Speaker, As I rise to support the statement, two statements, one by the Senator of Enoch Wambua and Senator Mwenda Getaya. Honorable Speaker, I want to start by congratulating the great people of Homa Bay County. Honorable Speaker, just Sunday, the first Madaraka Day was celebrated in my county, Homa Bay County, and I want to thank our people for the show and demonstration of patriotism, Honorable Speaker. Our people came in large number, Honorable Speaker. A number of them came on foot, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, our people have been so happy. A number of people were very cagey about the numbers that were in Homa Bay. But that was a real demonstration of the resolve of our people, especially from the Lake region. That these are the people who, when they mean yes, they say yes. And when they say no, they mean no. And at the demonstration in Madaraka Day, everybody, it was very clear that our people were happy. We are a community who show it in our face. And Honorable Speaker, we said yes because we meant yes. Honorable Speaker, I now come to support the statement by Senator Enoch Wambua about the resurgence of banditry in Kitui County. Honorable Speaker, banditry has led to a lot of suffering in regions. Honorable Speaker, we have seen that lives have been lost where there's banditry. We have seen destruction of property, and we have seen generally an interruption of livelihood of people. Honorable Speaker, I must join in mourning the loss of the priest that was murdered just the other week, which was also banditry in itself. So, Honorable Speaker, I condemn and I support this statement. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to support that boys and men must be protected in terms of their dignity, the boys and men in this republic. Honorable Speaker, we support that both boys and girls must live in dignity. And so I support these two statements, and I want to say thank you to the great people of Homa Bay County as I wind up. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I want to comment on the statement by Senator Wambua on the resurgence of banditry in Kitui. This is not an isolated incident. There have been an increase in banditry activities, Mr. Speaker. Of course, the more famous ones are what's happening in the Kerio Valley and the battle that's ongoing there. Now, we hear these reports of what happened in Kitui. Last weekend on the border between Kenya and Tanzania, in the Angata-Baragoi area, where there were difficulties a few weeks ago, a lone gunman actually attacked citizens that were just taking care of their cattle and made away with herds of cattle. This, Mr. Speaker, points to a greater problem than just the command of the police service. For many years, Mr. Speaker, and you know, this is not rocket science. There is technology, Mr. Speaker, that is available to take care of vast areas, such as the area that Senator Wambua is talking about, the Kerio Valley, Angata, Baragoi, Mr. Speaker. Yet, as a country, we have continued to underfund our security apparatus. Mr. Speaker, time has come, and I hope that when the Security Committee takes time to listen to the representation from the Inspector General of Police and the Ministry of Interior, we will have a conversation about the need to properly fund our security agencies, Mr. Speaker. We continue to banish them. We say, Mr. Speaker, you need to do this or the other, but you are only as good as the technology that is available to you. This is the only country in the world, Mr. Speaker, where we politicize the budget of our security forces. We have seen many times, Mr. Speaker, newspapers trying to discuss and dissuade the country from investing and modernizing our security systems. And we ignorantly do so, Mr. Speaker, because unlike the rest of our neighbors and parts of this world that have dealt with insurgents such as this, Mr. Speaker, we have never dealt with serious conflict as a country, and perhaps we think that it is not important to fund our security systems and modernize the equipment they have. Mr. Speaker, I hope that when this committee retires to consider this statement, it will be a wake-up call to us on the need to better equip our security agencies so as to combat this kind of menaces across the country. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Sen.Oketch.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to support the statement by Senator Wambua by saying that the current issue he is actually highlighting is not appearing for the first time. And I think the ministry now needs to take stern actions to ensure they stop whatever that is happening within that area. Mr. Speaker, I also wish to support the statement by Senator Mwenda Gataya Mofaya on neglect of the boy child. I think if I actually use former President Barack Obama's words on not being successful when you play half a team, Mr. Speaker, this statement calls on us to refocus on looking at the kind of families we are bringing up because, Mr. Speaker, the future of this country is at stake. I personally come from a conservative community where for a very long time we have celebrated the boy child for purposes of having continuity of our generation, Mr. Speaker. But whatever we are actually seeing directly has a relationship to do with the femicide cases we are seeing in this country, Mr. Speaker. So I wish that we put our heads together and look at the issue of boy-child together, even as we emphasize on the conversation of girls, because the fight against GBV is not in isolation for women. The men are part of us. And for a long time, I've come to actually appreciate that being a man is actually more than having muscles, more than having a deep voice. They're actually seed carriers, Mr. Speaker. So if what is happening continues happening, we risk the future of this generation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 8, motion, consideration of the report of the Standing Committee on Health on a petition to the Senate by Ms. Mercy Jepchirchir regarding alleged medical negligence and staff incompetence which led to the death of Ms. Anita Jepkorir at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital.
Now, debate on this motion had concluded. What remained was for the chair to put the question, which I'll proceed to do. Clerk, do you have the requisite quorum? All right. I will I'll therefore proceed to put the question that the Senate adopt the report of the Standing Committee on Health on a petition to the Senate by Ms. Mercy Jepchirchir regarding alleged medical negligence and staff incompetence which led to the death of Ms. Anita Jepkorir at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion, report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the fourth basis for allocating the share of national revenue among counties.
The Chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget. You may proceed to move. What is your point of order all about? You know, there is no, you are out of order, Senator Osotsi. You can only rise on a point of order to point out a disorderly conduct of a senator who is on their feet. So, if it certainly cannot be a point of order. You may proceed. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I have a very important matter to raise. Standing Order number 38 allows us to temporarily suspend a sitting And the practice has been when we have a matter of serious, important like the one we are about to discuss, so that we can give us some times to discuss and get a consensus. I have noted that the motion before us, as written, I'm sure we have consulted, including the meeting we had this morning. But some of the issues that we raised seem not to have been included in this motion today. So I was seeking that you probably allow us, understanding order number 38, some time to consult further on this matter before we continue with it, given its importance, not just to us, but to the whole country, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I beg that you allow us to consult further, and then we can continue.
Order, honorable senators, order. Yes, Senator for Kitui.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have listened to what our colleague Senator Ososia said. Senator Eddy, you may want to listen to this. So, Speaker, I've listened to what Ososia said, and maybe it makes sense. But, Mr. Speaker, there is one thing as leaders we must also get serious about. We agreed through a communication from your chair that we're going to have a Kamukunji this morning, where we were supposed to sit and canvass those issues. As Speaker, just a handful of us attended that Kamukunji. So I'm wondering, Mr. Speaker, what this magic will be that you're going to employ that will get all of us to sit, consult, and agree. Mr. Speaker, yes, this is an important matter, but it is as important as the attention that we give to it. If we wanted to deal with this matter, honestly, all of us should have been here at 7 to address this issue. There is business that is pending in the order paper for so long, Mr. Speaker. If we keep adjourning debate to deal with issues that people are not very, very keen on dealing with, then I don't know what you're going to do. Mr. Speaker, my point is, that opportunity was given to us. We did not take that opportunity. Twice, actually. How many more times do we need that opportunity to come and address those issues? I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The majority leader.
Can I probably provide a way out? And for the comfort of Senator Osotsi, Kinyua, and the rest of the members that I know there's a position they are trying to canvass. First of all, I associate myself with the comments of Senator Wambua. It would have been important that you be here today in the morning as a sign of commitment to your constituents, because we had a lengthy discussion. However, Mr. Speaker, that is neither here nor there. What we resolved in that meeting is that the senators that have a contrary position to what the committee is proposing, to convince the rest of us by way of permutations done by the Parliamentary Budget Office, so that as you make your submissions to the motion, you inform the House why you disagree with the formula and why the formula you are now proposing serves us better. And then if you have a good formula that is better than what the committee is proposing, that secures the interest of your particular region or the counties that you're proposing, Mr. Speaker, we will listen to them. However, we felt that it will be unfair to the committee to continue discussing this matter without the matter finding its way substantively before the floor of this House. The practice has always been, and this is a practice adopted in the second generation, in the third, and now that we are doing the fourth, that once the motion is moved, you prepare your notes, Senator Osotsi, together with permutations calculated for you by the Parliamentary Budget Office, come and circulate. Then you can convince us. And I believe that's what Senator Omogeni is doing. That's why he's not here, because he was part of the Kamkunji. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to request that we make progress. We allow the chairperson to move, the motion be seconded, then deliberations can begin. We are not about to vote this afternoon, Senator Osotsi. You still have time, maybe between today, tomorrow, Thursday, who knows, to convince the rest of the House. So I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Lastly, Senator for Nairobi City.
You know, Speaker, I don't understand the anxiety from some of our colleagues. I don't know what we have said or done to make them believe that we cannot be persuaded. I am personally here to be persuaded by the arguments that are advanced on this floor. And Speaker, if you remember the first time that this matter was supposed to be on the order paper, you gave a communication to say that you wanted opportunity for this House to talk within itself so that we avoid the acrimony of the last formula. And we all agreed. And the Finance Committee, to their credit, they have organized forums for us to be able to have this conversation twice, including this morning, and I didn't see my deputy party leader in that meeting. So if and the way forward that has been given by the majority leader, I think is going to solve the problem for us. Let us hear from the committee. Let us hear from everybody, Honorable Speaker. Let us try to persuade each other. But what I don't like personally, Honorable Speaker, is people playing cards under the table. And the good thing is that Senator Osotsi knows me. That immediately I feel like you're trying to be clever with me, Honorable Speaker, I become a bit upset. So I feel like there's people who have an agenda that they don't want to disclose. Let them persuade us here. We are amenable to be persuaded, and Osotsi knows that, Honorable Speaker. I thank you.
You know, Honorable Senators, let us make progress on this matter. Indeed, Senator Osotsi, you had the opportunity to speak. Allow the chair to give the way forward. If you remember, Honorable Senators, when this matter came first, I listened to the concerns of Honorable Senators then, and we agreed that it was important for us to engage and engage more substantively before this particular motion was moved. Now, it is over 1 month since I made that communication. That means we had ample time to engage, consult, and try to see if we can have a give and take so that once this matter is tabled, we do not have the acrimonious environment like it was witnessed sometimes back. Now, that opportunity was made available to you. No senator here can say they were rushed, they were not given an opportunity to consult, to engage, to persuade. That opportunity was indeed made available to all of us. Now, Honorable Senators, even if we are to allow for more consultation for maybe 6 months, we will still have some dissenting voices. I don't think we'll be able to strike a 100% agreement in this formula. And therefore, what remains is, as what the Senator for Nairobi Seat has just said, persuade your colleagues on the floor of this House. In any event, Honorable Senators, I did not want to rule the Senator for Vihiga out of order, but to some extent, what he brought forward is in breach of our standing orders. It is anticipating over debate because the motion is yet to be moved, and here we are actually debating the motion before it was moved. So let's allow the motion to be moved. All these good arguments that I've just listened to, let them be put forward as you debate this motion. Try to persuade your colleagues on the position that maybe you individually hold, and Depending on your power persuasion, we may swing one way or the other. So at this juncture, allow the chairman to move the motion, and then we engage in debate. Proceed, Chairman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for that guidance. Pursuant to Standing Order 62 of the Senate Standing Orders, I beg to move that the motion in an amended form, that the Senate notes the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the fourth basis for allocation of share of national revenue among the counties, laid on the table of the Senate on Thursday, 17th April 2025, and that pursuant to Article 2171 of the Constitution, approves the fourth basis of allocation of share of nationally raised revenue among the counties for the financial year 2025-2026 to 2029-2030 as follows. County allocation baseline ratio of 387.25, which is translated into a factor, plus 2 billion shared equally among identified 11 counties that are receiving less money, plus 45% of whatever that will be above 387.425 to be shared using population, 35% to be shared as equal share index, 12% to be shared using poverty index, and 8% to be shared using geographical size index. Then that